everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to episode 3 of Lobotomy. Thanks for coming back to the channel and joining me for this particularly enjoyable playthrough of this psychological horror game where we were playing inmates in an asylum who are absolutely insane, using their insanity, their very insanity, to fuel powers and abilities, their craziness, and not just in a way where we're tracking points, but they actually have skills and things that are based off being schizophrenic and OCD and aggressive and neuroses and phobias and all kinds of things. Really cool. And you know, we don't even know if these things are real. They could just be people. We could just be killing them instead of being the good guys. I don't know. It's kind of crazy that way, but we're going through this shared neurosis together, and we're going to get right to it. I don't know if I made any mistakes in the last one because I'm filming them pretty close together. I may have made a couple, like mainly with, I think perhaps not putting a token or two on the you know, when I had something, rolled a 1 during an attack with a weapon, things like that may have been the biggest thing, so I'm not going to worry about it at all. What we are going to worry about, though, is getting to the next set of turns. We're going to start those with Peter Constant, who is up here holding his Bible over his head and his cross in his hand. He's got things he's got to do. He's got to get that girl out of there. Now, we are really in a dangerous position with the Big Mama, because she's pretty close to being able to nab the second girl that we have. Now, we have her with us, but that doesn't put her out of danger. We got to get back to the pentagram. And then I start thinking about this. If we were rushing to the pentagram and Big Mama's chasing us there, we got to get her away. Yeah, that's going to be bad too. We got to get her away from there, which means we might have to have someone lure her away with one of the girls in tow and try to outrun them. Probably one of the best people to do that in the secondary run of this would be Bernard, because Bernard is faster with 4 actions. Okay, well, with all that said, a little bit of strategy talk there, and by all means, if you have any strategy talk you want to share with me, please do. We're going to get right into it and get together with Peter and take his turn. So let's get started. So here's Peter. Now, he does have this scavenger already in his space. We also laid one of his magic crosses there using Angel's Favor, which is going to give him a +1 defense should he be attacked, which I don't know if he will or not. We'll see. It depends on if we can kill this scavenger or not. I think for this attack, though, he's not going to use one of his abilities, but he is going to use his Steel Cross. And it looks like this. So let's go go down and roll some dice and do the attack on this scavenger. Now, so far, we've been doing pretty good at this. We've had my dice rolling has been unusually good, so I don't want to jinx it yet, but there's our 5 dice that he's going to roll. Not going to burn any of his sanity because we were already at 3 out of 6, so we don't want to do that. We're just going to do a flat-out attack. He's got a 5. It's a holy weapon, which doesn't help us that much. It would be better if it were ghostly. It just means we treat ethereal enemies as if they have a 0 defense, but he has a 0 defense anyway. We just need to roll. Now, with Peter, his attack strength is 4, so we get 5 dice. We got to roll a 4 better to hit. And we need to do 3 hits. So let's see if we can do that. Well, we did get 1. That's bad for us. We got 2 hits there. There's no way to do any better than this. We only got 2 hits in that first attack. That is bad. It did not kill the scavenger. In addition to that, we're going to have to put one of these tokens on the Steel Cross. We used up one of its, so it's becoming less durable. And then we're going to put 2 tokens on the scavenger, which will do this. Now, this is not, oops, wrong color there. This is not what I wanted. I would have preferred that we killed it outright, but we didn't. And them's the breaks. So for a second action, we're going to have to do that again and see if we can wallop on him, because we can't move out of his space. So let's do that. And this is slowing us down, but we're going to get 5 dice again. We're going to roll against the scavenger. We're likely to kill it. Oh, that was close. Also, we're wearing this thing down pretty quickly. We got 2 off this already because we rolled another 1. And the rest of them were 2. So we did do enough to kill it, just barely. Which means for a second action, this guy comes off the board. I think laying down that cross there, the Angel's Favor, didn't do that much for us. Because we killed the thing that was there, and it's not going to get to attack us. So we'll put that back. Now, he's only got 1 action left. I think what we're going to do for that action, not nonsense moving to there, but we will move to here. We know the warden's not coming back, so he's going to take his 3rd action to move to there. Now, we can do some things. We can burn sanity, get extra actions. I'm trying to remember what the name of that is. I believe it's called You find it here. It's called, the special actions, it's called an insomnia shift. Is that what it is? No, that moves the warden one space, and we gain an extra +1 action limited to once per character. But I'm not happy about moving the warden. That would be bad. We can also, I think that's all we can do, yeah, for that. We could also actually create a locker, an insanity locker, because, you know, that stuff we don't even know if it's real. So we could do that with some sanity, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to move the warden, that is for sure. So I think we're just going to have to deal with that the way it is. And then we're going to go on to Helen Swan. Well, Helen's in a bit of a pickle too. She's got some things going on. They're a little disconcerting, but I think I know what we're going to do with her. Oh, also, before I forget, I'll just tilt it over here. You can see his character card up here. Angel's Favor does, at the beginning of his turn, I should have marked that down 1. And then we also got, like I said, 2 on his Silver Cross there. Now we're going to go on to Helena. So the first thing we're going to do is mark down her Mind Shattered 1. 4 more turns, and that'll be ready. And if she can kill something, it'll go down faster. Now we do have that nurse and a mental patient coming at us. So we have a couple of choices. I think what I'm going to do is... She doesn't have any damage. Because I have this thing called Hypnotizing Eye. It's an attack 8 with a range of 1. It says if this attack deals damage, you can move 1 space in any direction and recover 1 health. So I think the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to use another charge from her gas pipe, which will put it down to 3. It's only got 3 left, to bust open this door right here. Okay, because we're going to be try and be clever this turn. So we busted open the door. It needed 1 more to bust open. It was barricaded. We did that, and we see the little girl inside. That's what we need to have happen. Now, that did not take an action, so we have not used an action yet. For our next action, we are going to use the hypnotic or hypnotizing eye attack on the nurse that's coming at us. So let's go do that. Now, Helena does not need to recover anything, but let's just see if we can get this done. Get this girl out of the way. We need to get... Now remember, they have 5 hits and 1 defense. So I think she actually has not burned any of her insanity. So I think we're going to actually. We're going to burn an insanity and get a chaos die. I want to kill this thing. So we're going to add the chaos die. This might be overkill, but if we succeed at it, then it's going to really open up the way for us. So let's see what we get. Now again, she needs a 4 or better to hit. And it looks like she did pretty well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So 4, 5 total hits. Not enough. Oh, not enough to kill it. Not enough to kill it. We needed 6 totals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 1 defense and 5 hits. So we left it with 4 damage against it. That would be great if we killed it, but we didn't. So the nurse is seriously damaged from the hypnotizing eye. And it says if the attack deals damage, we're still going to get to do the cool effect from that. I have to put a cooldown marker on it because it has been used now. And that's going to take another 5 turns. Her abilities take a long time to recover from. But we are putting 4 tokens with this nurse right here. And then she gets to move 1 for free. Well, you know what she's going to do, right? Boom. So that's still only her first action, right? Okay. Now I'm thinking she's got 2 more actions left. And I'm pretty sure I know what we're going to do. So for her third action, or sorry, her second action, she's going to pick up the little girl, okay? She's got 1 more action to go. So I think we're actually going to use her cool memory ability that she got. It's one of Helena's memories. It says, am I invisible or just nobody cares? Well, in this case, she doesn't really want them to care, so this is not a bad thing. And here's what we're going to do with her. Now, this is going to help slot. We're going to turn to mist. It's a skill, 1 use only, and it costs 1 action. So she burns her third action. And since the girl moves along with us, I don't see why we couldn't do it this way. It says move 3 spaces in any direction. You can move through walls. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 into here. So we basically moved through the walls and got through to the other side just like that. Now, I know that those guys are going to come and attack us. That's fine. They can only move one, so they're not really going to hurt us, but they are going to come to our space. And it's allowed us to get away out of that corner where we were kind of getting blocked in just a little bit. I could have even gotten a little sneakier and came into here and maybe moved another way out. You know, that might be better. That might even be... No, that's as far as we can go, actually. Because I could have done one... No, I could have 1, 2, 3 into here. Picked up this memory... I think we're going to do that. We are now safe from them. So we've vaped through these walls. We went 1, 2, and 3 into there. And that's where we're going to land. Now we're away from those monsters and kind of protected. They can't actually get to us. And they're wounded, so when we do have to fight them, we'll take them down. And she's got one of the girls with her. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. That is going to be the end of Helena Swan's turn. That was a really good turn for her. She did good things. And we got a long way to go. Like, we didn't kill that nurse. I was hoping to do that so we could cool down her mind shatter again, but we couldn't. Next, but not least, we're going to go to Bernard Smith. Bernard is down here. He's got the little girl with him, and he's going to... oh, gosh. We got this... utility street smarts too, which we could do. It says automatically pass a search test, remove a door token. We don't want to do any of that though right now. Put one of your inventory items. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to run for it, but we have to take this guy out first, which means we're going to have to fight off one of the mental patients. Now they're they're kind of tough actually. We're going to use his broken glass because that's what we're going to use. All right. So we're going to fight it with the broken glass. This is the first of 4 actions. Now, I have got to get him to... I want to get to the point where... yeah, well, this is going to be pretty tight. We've got to kill this guy in one turn, and I'm afraid to use any more sanity. So we're going to get 5 dice with his broken glass. 2, 4, and 5. I'm looking to see if any of his other... Now, his broken glass has a cool special ability. He's also got the watch your back thing, but he can't use that right now. He's not close enough. I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm really debating on whether or not I burn one more sanity to get this guy dead, because if we don't and we can't run far enough away, it's going to hurt us. I think we're going to have to do it. He's going to go to 4. Now that's bad. That's really bad. We need to reduce it, but he's got to get out of there. So we're going to do that. Let me think. I really got to think about this before I pull it off. Actually, he has a special ability. I can leave a space with a monster for the cost of 2 actions. So I could go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's the right thing to do. Screw that. I'm not going to burn his that's his own personal special ability. It's called Ex-Con. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go this way. No, we got to go this way because we got to put at least 2 spaces in case she gets an extra action. So that's what he did. He just ran for it. He's boogied it, hightailed it out of there. Did not fight the mental patient. We're trying to get at least start getting this scenario completed. But unfortunately, that's the end of all their turns, guys. So now it's time for some enemy actions. Let's see what happens now. Okay, here's our deck. Let's see what we get here. He demands blood. The warder moves 1 space forward on the insomnia track unless players sacrifice 3 plus the number of characters total in wounds. Oh my god, no way. We're just going to have to let him mosey on, unfortunately. Let's do that. That means he's going to move twice. That is really awful, but he goes to there, and then that's the end of that. So then we're going to move on to the star. Let's see, the green star, I think, is the one. Man, I'm glad I made the move I did then, because I think that is the one that gives her... Yeah, Surge Green, Big Mama gets an extra action point. Yeah, we're barely going to make it back with this guy. Okay. Yeah. So let's do that. She's getting an extra action point this turn, and then next up we do move the warden 1 more space. He is now on 9. This is awful, absolutely awful for us. He's trucking along, and then next up we get we're going to do movement. So since we're in this area, we'll do the movement. He will move to here. That's it there. That's it there. There's nobody else. And then we'll go to the second quadrant. He will move back to here. He's moving toward the closest character, as will she. And I just got to remember all these are hers right there. This guy, well then, he's confused now, so he's going to move back to here. This one will move out to here on there. And then we're going to go down to the bottom quadrants. This one will move here. Yeah, these two folks, the nurse and this guy are going together. Then this one will move there. Then we go over to this quadrant here, and we got a lot of movement going on. Let's see. This guy's going to go 1, 2. He'll move 1. She'll move 1. He will move 1, 2 to here, and Mama's going to go 1, 2, and that's why it was so critical that we get him away from her, because he will be able to make it next turn and get her to the pentagram and exercise her. It's going to give us 1/4 of our objective. Then we have to beat Mama too, but that's a whole nother story, isn't it? Okay, and then we're going to spawn. We're going to spawn a scavenger and a patient. So let's do that. I'll put them right here in the middle, and we'll roll for it to see where they come out. All right, well, here we go. So quadrant 2 and space 1. So this scavenger is going to appear right there, and then the mental patient is going to be in quadrant 1, space 11. Where's 11? I'm looking for 11. Right here. Okay, that's not good. That's right here, guys. So there you go. All right, that is going to end that round. So let's go back to our players' turns. We're going to move the first player token to Helena. She is up next, and we're going to take her turn. Now, she's got a little danger there, but not a whole lot. I think we're in a kind of a safe place. Well, not the safest, but let's move and see, okay? All right, so what she's going to do is she's first going to move here. Now, remember, because we only have 3 players, normally if you have 4 players, you get -1 action point where you're toting along one of the little girls. But because we have 3 players, we don't. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you to think I'm cheating on us here. But for her next action, she's going to pick up the second memory shrine for her actions. We're going to draw another memory card. What do we get? We get Helena's memory. The night is my veil. True form. Skill. 1 use only. Cost none. Gain +1 to attack rolls, +1 to actions, and +1 to defense for this round. Used during your turn. Man, those are really good cards. Those memories of hers are really fueling her ability to do things. That was her second action. For her third action, she's checking this door. It's blank. That's not what I was hoping for, actually, but it's okay. It just means that there's probably going to be some guys coming after her this turn for sure that may get to her. I'm not 100% sure that they'll get to her or not, but we'll see. Okay, that's her turn. That's her entire turn. She's trying to run through there, and all the girls are here, so that means Big Mama is going to be coming that way. It may be that we have to run away from Big Mama, because she's going to be really close to them, and that's not good. Oh, and what is this guy? I forgot to place him, didn't I? Where did he go? Oh, I placed a scavenger. No, I got to place him on. No, I did. I placed them both. I don't know what he's doing there. He should not be there. I'll go back and check. I think I did place. I think I just grabbed another miniature, even though I put it out in the middle, because I did place both of them. Okay, next up we're going to go to Bernard, and we know what he's doing. Okay, let's get going with Bernard here. So he's now. By the way, I did mark down the cooldowns for Helena's abilities. She's got 3 more turns before Mind Shatter and 4 more turns for Hypnotizing Eyes. But we do go down to only 1 left for Hit and Run for Bernard, which is good. Now, I think, so what we're going to do is we're going to take his first action to move, and for 0 actions, he can exercise one of the little girls. So this has occurred now. We have succeeded. I'm going to place her on our card for the scenario. We need 3 more girls to succeed at that. Yeah, that's going to be pretty rough, but we're going to try and make it happen. So, anyway, that was his first of 4 actions. What will we do for his? What does he want to do? I guess the question is, he's got to help get the girls to safety. So I think for his second action, he'll go 2, 3, because remember, exercising her didn't take an action. And then, might as well keep going and go to 4 right there. That's what he'll do. I'm looking at his abilities. He does have some things he can do, but he's not going to right now. We're just going to get him moved, and he's going to grab one of the girls too, since he's close enough by to do it. And start trying to get away from Mama, because Mama's going to be chasing them down. Now, if we can get all 4 of the girls off the board, we can actually kill Mama. Up until then, even if we defeat her, she just reappears. So we got to get the girls off the board. We got 1 of 4 at this point, and the other 3 are up north with the characters. So that is Bernard's turn. Now we're going to move to Peter Constance. He is now with this mental patient right here, and he does not have the power to get away from them. But what does he do? I'm looking at his abilities, just making sure that he doesn't need to do anything interesting. Nope, we're all good here. Everybody's fine, except for Bernard's sanity is a little at risk, as is Peter's. But not too bad. So I think Peter is going to try and take out the... he's going to first take this guy out because he can't move away from him while he's there. So we're going to attack him with the silver cross again. That's going to be 5 dice. And we'll mark Peter's first action. Hopefully he has some good luck here. Let's see. Come on, Peter. Let's get it going. That wasn't terrible. 2 6s. That's 2 solid hits. So he gets 1 hit on him there. I think that's all that's going to happen. Of course, he's going to use another charge from his silver cross, or steel cross. Steel cross is taking a beating, but he did manage to do a wound to this patient. Now that's his first action. So he's got 3 wounds left to go. This is really rough. So I guess he's going to have to do it again. He's going to clear the way for Bernard next turn, perhaps. Okay, let's see what we get here. Well, that was good. He got 3 hits. And yeah, another one. He's going to lose the steel cross with 1 more roll of a 1. So the steel cross is almost kaput. But he did do 2 more points of damage to the patient, the mental patient. So the mental patient is up to 3. It's still alive though, and this is going to be his third action. Let's see. Do I want to do anything with his stuff? Yeah, just not worth it. Okay. I think we're just going to have to use his third action and go again, and hopefully it doesn't destroy his steel cross. But if it does, we got our uses out of it. Alright, let's go again. Well, he did actually just barely got him, because this is blocked by the defense. This actually kills it, and we got another one. So the steel cross is gone. So we're going to lose the steel cross. It has been damaged to death. And we'll just put that in the discard pile right there. But we did manage to, through the course of an entire turn... Oh, wait! I take it back, guys. He had 1 damage on him already. Totally forgot about that. So we do have the steel cross still. Yeah, we are going to have the steel cross. It's going to have 4 tokens still on it, so it's almost destroyed. But he's going to have 1 action. I forgot to carry that damage over with him, so that was good. So we did kill him. That means his cooldown on one of his abilities is going to go down. He's going to take, well, he's only got 1, Angel's Favor, so that's going to go down 1. And we're still there. We got 1 action left to go. He's going to pick up this memory shrine actually right now that might give us a good boon. This will be the first one of Peter's. Give his deck a quick shuffle for his memories. See what he gets. Peter's memory. I'm not drawing any of the other ones. That's interesting. I can't even read that. It's in another language. Okay, I can't read that, so I'm just going to say the Grail. It's in French or something. I don't know. The Grail. Equipment. Lose 1 sanity to gain +1 attack roll, +2 movement, or +1 defense for this round. You cannot recover sanity with this card in your inventory, discarded upon your death. So he's got basically something akin to the Grail. It's going to give him a big boost, but at a pretty significant cost. He cannot recover sanity until it's gone, and I don't think he can just get rid of it. Yeah, so as long as that remains in our inventory, we're in trouble. He's got 3 of 4 items, so that he can only take 1 more thing on himself. But that's it. He got that. It's useful. We may find a purpose for it, especially with gaining extra actions, running away from Big Mama. But that's going to be the end of our next round of players' turns. So we're going to get right to it with the enemies and see what they do. All right, here we go, guys. What do we get? Oh, no event this time, but the Warden is moving. Man, guys, this guy is just trucking along. He's 2 away from the 12 spot. That is just awful. I'm glad we decided to play a normal game. We would have absolutely had to fight him, most likely, because we don't even have we only have 1 of the girls back. That's just terrible. Okay, then we're going to do all of our movement first before we spawn, guys. So let's do that. Since we're up in this quadrant already, let's see. We got this guy. She's technically the closest. Well, maybe not. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, so he's just going to move here and then here, actually, to go confront Peter. These 2 folks, they really don't have much choice. They're going to have to shuffle down this way as they make it toward the door here. Okay, and then this one's going to go 1, and this one will go 1, 2 with him there. That's that. Okay, I think I got that in camera. Yeah. Okay, now we got 1, 2, and this one will go, I think, 1. It's closer that way to the characters, right? It seems that way to me. In fact, I don't even know if those guys would have moved that way, but they did. Because we had somebody over here when they started that trek. So it's probably still right. Now up here, we know that she is going to move toward the character, so she's going to go there. We're going to have to circle around her there. That's bad. And then we got a movement of 1, 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1, 2 here. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. The movement. I'm sorry, guys, I was not focused. There we go. So all those guys moved into this area. That's going to be the end of that. Now we got to spawn. We're going to spawn a mental patient and a scavenger in that order. Put them right out here. And we're not spawning the nurse again because we're playing a 3-player game. So we spawn just slightly less. And so let's see what we get. The mental patient will go into quadrant 112. Oh, kidding me? Wow. Okay, well, that gives us something to deal with, doesn't it? And then, okay. Well, so a mental patient came barreling out from behind the desk with Helena, who's escorting this child to the facilities. And then the scavenger, I would have rather been a scavenger. 311 is going to be here. So that guy appears way down at the bottom of the screen, right there. And that's going to be the end of the action phase for the enemies. Let's do one more round with the heroes and see how it goes. We're doing, I don't think we're doing well. It feels like we are because we succeeded at getting one of the girls off the board, but we need 3 more, and we only have 1 in tow right now. We're about to get more in tow, but that's going to be pretty rough. All right, so let's get back to it. I'm going to pass the first player marker on to Bernard, and Bernard's going to go first. So this is interesting. I think I'm going to go for the further away girl with him. So I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here and start trekking towards her. He can run, actually, which would give him 2 more movement as long as he only uses it for movement. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's not going to use the full 6. He could get 1 more, but he's going to get to there. He can't pick her up yet. He's going to have to use an action next turn to do that. So he ran around the corner, got to her. He sees the warden stalking the halls up ahead, the ominous, terrible figure that he is. But he is going to have to skedaddle out of there because Big Mama is going to be coming that direction in some way, shape, or form. And remember, she can pass through the walls. So that is going to be his entire turn. That's it. Then we're going to go on to Peter. Well, Peter has a brand new enemy with him, so he's going to have to kill a scavenger before he can do much of anything. Luckily, scavengers aren't very tough. We're going to go with the steel cross again and see if he can get it done. Again, the steel cross is going to give him 5 dice. He needs a 4 better to hit, and he needs to do 3 wounds. They have no defense. Come on, Peter. Let's do a good job here. Well, there's 3 wounds right there. So we did it, and we didn't roll any 1s. His steel cross survives. So with his first action, he killed this guy. Now, I got to look at his abilities. In fact, I got to remember that the hit and run ability for Bernard is ready to go again, and I need to reduce the Angel's Favor down to 2 before he can cast it again, because this guy was just killed, and that puts it down to 1. So he's only got 1 more turn before he can get the Angel's Favor back. He's got 2 more actions to go. His second action, he's going to step up here. With his third action, he's going to pick her up to go with him. I think the right thing to do, I don't want to forget that they're together, though. I'll just keep them together like that just to show that he picked her up, because that way I won't forget that he picked her up next episode. And that is going to be his turn. So we got all the girls in tow. We got them all in tow, but we're not even close to being in a good place. Because that's going to move us then to Helena. Now, Helena, what does avoidance do? I got to look at a new ability. One of Helena's abilities, just a sip, costs no actions. It says it's a defense. It's going to help her recover 1 when she's not hurt, though, and gains avoidance for 3 rounds. So I'm going to look at that and see what that says. Avoidance. For each damage received from an attack, roll 1d6. A result of less than avoidance value means damage avoided. Well, what's the avoidance value? Oh, I get it. Avoidance 3 for this round. So it's avoidance 3, not for 3 rounds. Okay, that's not going to help her at all. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to fight the mental patient. What is her special ability? I haven't looked at that. After dealing a final blow to a monster, recover health. That's not going to help her. She's just going to attack it with her gas pipe, I guess. She could do the true form thing and make sure it dies, but that seems to have a negative effect, right? True form, no, it's just a 1 use. Gain +1 attack rolls, +1 action, and +1 for the round on defense. during your turn. Well, if any time we're going to use that, I think it would be not. I don't think so. I think we're going to hold on to it. No, it's going to be hard for her to kill. Even with the gas pipe, it's going to be hard for her to kill that guy. I don't want her to spend too many actions there. She's just going to get overwhelmed. Yeah, and also the warden is coming that direction. Isn't that the 12 spot? It is. So we have got to get out of that space. At least in the next 2 rounds. Okay, I think let's do this. She's still pretty good on sanity, so she's going to use another sanity point. That'll put her up to 2 to give her a chaos die. That'll help. And she's using her gas pipe, which is going to give her 5 dice, plus she's going to get a chaos die. That will be good enough. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, ready? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough to kill it in the first action. So, because it's 5 actually, because of the defense. Okay, well, we did 4 points to it, so that's our first action. For her second action, she's going to have to do that again, guys. God, that really bites, doesn't it? Yeah, she's going to have to do it again, but she won't have the chaos this time, but she only needs 1 hit. Just 1 hit. Come on. Come on, Helena. Let's do it. Oh, she failed. She needs more than 1. I mean, she needed 1 actual hit. So she's got 4 hits on that guy, but she did not kill him in the second attack. So she's going to have to use her third attack to kill it, and she's not going to move. That's really bad. Let's just do that. See what happens. Oh, and I do have to put her gas pipe down. What do I? Okay, there. She got it that time, so she killed him on the 3rd round. I'm not going to bother to put tokens on him. This is the one that randomly appeared in her space, too, so that was not that helpful. However, it does put her mind shatter down to 2. That's pretty good. Oh, and I forgot that I got to move all of hers down, too, so the mind shatter is actually down to 1. Hypnotizing eyes down to 3. And we got rid of that guy, but it took all 3 of her actions to do that. So that was not good for us. That was actually a very bad turn for her. Alright, and basically that's going to go back. That's all of the players' turns again. So let's go back around and do the monster stuff and see what we do. Okay, alright, next up, what do we get? That's the other star. So no event, something's going to happen here. What does that star mean in this one? Red, is that a red? Nope, that's a blue. Surge blue. Girls attack a monster in their space. There's no monsters in the girl's space, so that just means nothing at this point. Oh, the warden didn't move. That's fantastic. Now we got to move all the beasties. Oh, we kind of know what happens here. This guy's going to move here. The nurse is going to move with him to here. She's seriously damaged, though. Very killable. And then this guy's going to move 1, 2 to here. He'll move 1 to there. Okay, let's go down to the next quadrant. Okay, we're down here now, so these ones will go 1. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. He'll go 1 to there. He's heading toward that door. Then in the 4th quadrant, we have a mess. This guy's going to move 1, 2. Where will she go? I think, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm going to have her go that way, right there, toward Helena. Oh wait, that might be a really bad idea, because she can't run away. Yeah, here's where she's going to move there, and the 2 guys there see her melding into the hallway. It's frightening, it's terrifying, but they see her coming, and they see this guy coming through the door, the scavenger coming through the door. They got to get the girls out of there as quickly as possible. And then, still have these clowns, so this one's going to move here, this one will move to here, and she'll move to there. And that's going to be it for the movement, but now we're going to spawn 2 scavengers. Don't like that. Well, actually, scavengers are easy to kill than mental patients. And while they have those great abilities, we can manipulate it so they don't get close to us quickly enough. It's been helpful. Alright, so quadrant 2, space 10. That is going to be where? 9 is up here. Is it space 10 right here? Nope, 7, 9, 11. No space number. Where's space 10? 8. Okay. Can't see the 10. Where is it? There's 11, so you'd think it'd be over here. 9, 12. Where's space 10, guys? Help me find it. Alright, I will look at, continue to find it. Maybe it is under here. That's 7, 9, 8, 9. Oh, that's 6, rather. 9, 12, 11. Is this 10? Oh, there's 10. Okay, boom, right there. And then, so he's far away. That's good. And then we got segment, or 2, 6 again. So it's going to be in here, in space 6, which we just debated was that one. Okay, Good. They appeared way over here, guys, right next to each other in the far corner of the board, and that's the end of the enemy actions, also the end of our round and the end of our episode. So, as you can see, we are not in a great place, are we? I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to have, I have an idea to get Helena out of trouble with Bernard. Actually, not with Bernard, rather, but with Peter. Or is it Bernard? It is Bernard that has the ability, this one. I'm going to run over there and then switch spaces. He has not picked up that, no, he's got to pick up the girl. I don't know how this is going to work yet. We got to work through this. We will get there, guys. We will do it. We'll see what happens next turn. She's going to have to move into that room and fight and then check the door. But that will almost guarantee that Big Mama's coming her way. So we'll see how this goes, guys. It's going to be a tense episode as we try and get these guys to the center. So once we get them to the center, we can kill Big Mama and end the scenario. But we only got 2 moves left before our big guy starts moving into the next section, and we haven't even flipped over the new scenario card yet. So we're in trouble, which is typical. I heard this game is incredibly hard, so we're seeing displays of that now. Even though I'm fighting well, rolling well, we're still not in a very good place. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying my playthrough of Lobotomy, and I will see you in the next episode. Enjoy your happy October and Halloween.